Right, guys, we've just been playing DreadBall. It was the slightly depressed-looking Mr. Spud Tate and his corporation versus the orcs of the great JoJoMan. That's a little bit of a spoiler as to the result.
Oh, yes.
Now then, it didn't go too well for Spud. There was only 1 point in it at the end, but there is a little dead pile over here. And Spud did get a bit smashed to pieces. So, Spud, what are your thoughts? You've played before.
I played before online against you and you used dwarfs and you did the exact same thing to me. So just don't buy corporation, to be honest.
I think maybe you need to tweak your playstyle a bit. Maybe try and get the ball a bit more, throw it round, generate some free actions.
The other thing is with that is you don't have the ball because all your players are dead. So you can't. That's. It's good if you other person didn't roll sixes a lot.
I was rolling retardedly high, man. I was 6, 6, 6, 6.
Is that beginner's luck, or is there some kind of willpower that you're using there?
Well, I'll have you guys know, I am a Jedi. It's Jedi mind tricks with the dice. Make it roll on sixes. But yeah, so that was my first time ever playing DreadBall. And normally I don't go for this kind of sports-based kind of tabletop game, but it's actually pretty decent, and the rules look pretty easy to pick up as well. That's the issue that I have is learning lots of complicated rules.
All the rules follow the same pattern, so that makes it easy.
Yeah, it totally does. Which is what I liked about it. It was pretty easy to actually pick up and play. I think I'm definitely going to be getting the orcs just to smash some face, because that was the game plan all along. I just thought to myself, well, I'm not very tactical, so I'm just going to do what orcs does best. I was going to break some oomy faces.
That's what orcs are best at. The first few turns, just kill whatever you can. In the last few turns, maybe
that was
get a bit adventurous.
I just kept going after Spud's strikers all the time. Just wham bam, thank you, man.
See, it's quite wisely Spud didn't put all his strikers on from the start because he knew they were going to get smashed to pieces
in the face.
But unfortunately, his jacks started getting killed instead.
It's like,
yeah, I lost a jack and a striker, and then everything just died. Really.
What you have to hope for with the corporation is that after a few of your players have been killed at the start, you want to hope that the field has opened up a little bit. Like at the end, this area was quite free.
Yeah.
So if you'd managed to get the ball down here, at the end you had a decent chance, didn't you, to try and throw the ball to a striker here. It was just bad dice rolling, but because you could have won it with the final roll of your last turn.
Yeah, that's all I could.
You?
I only won by 1 point.
That's
Did the orcs do best?
There's so much more you can do than you would think with the actions, because you can get so many free ones, especially if you're throwing the ball around and trying to pick up the ball and passing the ball, doubling, and you get all those free actions. So you can end up having 7 or 8 actions in a turn rather than just 5 if you're playing a really passing kind of game. Whereas the orcs are always going to be stuck with 5 because they're just horrible with the ball. So...
Oh, I don't know, Mortal Goblin guy did alright, I think. Although my dice rolling was really good.
Yeah. So, are you going to be picking up this game?
I might do, you know. I might do. Are they all one piece miniatures?
Yeah.
Some of them are. Some of them
these
are
orcs,
not.
are the heads separate or not?
I think the heads are separate on those, but that's it.
Good, because I'd have to do something about those heads. They just don't look orky enough. Orky enough.
They do have some nice new poses. If you go over to the Mantic website.
I think I'd have to replace them with Games Workshop orc heads.
Oh dear.
Just because they just look orkier. That's it.
Well, Mantic always say they don't mind you using other models in their games, which is nice.
Unlike Games Workshop.
Unlike some other companies that we better not bash too much because we'll get in trouble.
How will we get in trouble for bashing Games Workshop?
We'll get in trouble with some of our comrades, I think.
I think if they'll pick them up, but this is they're the different sculpts.
Yeah,
it's a different team, you see, but obviously you're just incorporating into your own.
They just don't look. Their teeth look too blunt to be orcs.
But yeah, they're pretty delicious.
Delicious.
Well, Spud.
Yes.
I know you've been smashed to pieces the couple of times that you've played this game.
Both times.
But
Yeah, correct.
once you get your robots out there on the field, you're a bit more confident.
They're partially painted, so don't zoom in. yeah, I've got my robots, the Morley robots. They're going to be delicious. I've got a big mech, but we've realised they probably don't really want to play for them. But
Yeah, he does. I think the Giants and MVPs can play for anybody.
yeah, I'm looking forward to them because I know how the game works now and how they are. I know why they are quite good. At the time, I didn't know, but now I know they're pretty good in game.
So you're perfectly happy with the orcs then?
Yeah, I like it. Unless there's any other really like all-out attack kind of teams out there. I just like smashing face. Just like smashing face.
And who doesn't? Right, guys, I didn't really film any of the game because it was the first time for some of the players, so filming it would have been a little bit slow.
I lost my DreadBall virginity.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been that exciting.
It didn't hurt.
As a video, especially since I have my lovely DreadBall tutorial series out there, How to Play DreadBall, the series that's been translated into French. It's so good. The series that was featured on multiple posts on the Mantic Facebook group. That's a slight hint, guys. You should be watching that right now to pick up all the DreadBall rules so you can play too. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta!
Peace.